Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the show. You're going to want to buckle up for this one. We're looking at the Magic Roundabout. That's what I was told this was called. It's an insane 7-circle roundabout that actually works. And this is in a place called Swindon in the UK. Now, I've never heard of this. It's a shame, it seems like, because I guess it's pretty famous. This was suggested to me on a recent video of mine by actually plenty of people. I do have Paul Jackson 6168 as one of the comments I highlighted here suggesting this. So I don't know what to think. Now you got to keep in mind roundabouts are not nearly as common in the U.S. as they are in other places. Particularly Europe has, I think, a lot more of them. But there are roundabouts here. To say there is none is uninformed. There are roundabouts here. It just depends on kind of the state. So in Northern Illinois, there's some. In Wisconsin, I was just in recently. Wisconsin is full of roundabouts. That's a whole nother video I could probably make. Wisconsin has kind of a European aspect to the state. It's very interesting, very different from a lot of places. Point is, I have videos explaining this in the past. I do like roundabouts. I wish we had a lot more of them here. I really like them. But I'll admit, a 7-circle roundabout, I don't even know how that works. We're obviously going to see this visualized. Sounds pretty intimidating to me. We're going to be looking at a couple videos because they're shorter. So I will have these linked in the description down below. Please make sure to check those links and check out their channel. Let's start with this one and see what we're working with.
England likes to call some of its intersections circuses, and it doesn't make any sense. Well, here's one roundabout that actually deserves the title, even if it doesn't get it.
Whoa.
Your first thought upon seeing Swindon's Magic Roundabout might be, man, the Brits are really off their rockers lately.
My first thought is chaos. Oh my God. This is not how I pictured it. I was picturing like a giant circle, like a giant roundabout or something. Now I get it because 7 circles. I don't know why. Maybe I was thinking 7 lanes wide or something. Okay, this is like hurting my head already. So we have all these streets entering and exiting the main, that's called as perimeter, right? Oh my God, but then there's like these very minuscule straight sections. There's these small circles kind of orbiting this bigger main circle in the center. And then we have, what is this area? That's either debris or it's people. I can't tell if it's people waiting or something, or if it's just, like trash or whatever. I don't know. So there's kind of these dividers here. Oh my God. As someone who loves driving, as someone who is a gearhead, petrol head, car guy, whatever you want to say, and as someone who, like most people, I consider myself a good driver, I genuinely don't know how this works.
But this thing, which is actually 7 roundabouts in one, has been working for 60 years. In a regular roundabout, traffic moves in one direction. In Swindon Circle, cars move both ways.
Oh my God.
Also, drivers can move from point A to point B without having to drive all the way around the circle.
Yeah. Okay. Still kind of odd, but I can get that you can go here, swing on the outside, and then go here. What about, the problem is that's all well and good. What about the 20 other cars in here? This looks so intimidating.
But they do have the option to use different routes to get to the same exit in order to avoid traffic.
So you have options.
It may look chaotic, but it's actually pretty efficient because it means less fighting for space. You just point your vehicle toward where you want to go, yield to cars already in the midst of the magic.
Oh boy, does this look chaotic. Now, I don't doubt that this is one of those, hence the name, magic. I don't doubt that this is kind of one of those, like, no one knows how to explain it. It's just kind of magic. I don't doubt that this can work very efficiently. But seeing this for the first time, not going to lie, it looks extremely chaotic and dangerous.
Then Brexit on the other side. Many Americans may hate roundabouts, but they can...
See, yeah, that was one thing we reviewed in a video probably almost a year ago. I'll see if I can link it at the end of this. Yeah, basically, there are some Americans like me who love roundabouts and see that they're more efficient and safer, and they're definitely way faster because the lights here last forever. It's annoying at intersections. But, of course, I guess the majority of Americans hate roundabouts. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But this is a roundabout that I do hate. No, I don't hate it. I kid. But I'm very intimidated by this. It just looks crazy because you can know where you're going to go, which would be confusing at first because obviously I've never done this. So it would be hard just to even know where I'm going, let alone yield to other traffic that's coming from, it looks like, 10 different directions.
It actually cuts serious crashes by 30%. Swindon says its roundabout has only seen one fatal crash in the past 5 years. So to celebrate...
I mean, yeah, I suppose how many people go there every minute, of every calendar day of the year, I guess that's pretty good.
At town anniversary, they paraded over 60 vintage cars to this feat of traffic engineering.
That's cool.
Is this madness? Nope.
Okay, how cool that they did this, especially the vintage cars.
This madness? Nope. It's Swindon.
Oh man, that was short. So I don't really understand it still. These were people, by the way, in this divider thing here. Wow.
Or where you want to go.
See, I wish they would stay. Is there like a webcam for this place, man? I need to see. So they're going here. They're yielding. Okay, I feel like if I piece this together, seeing maybe following one car's journey, I feel like this does start to make more sense. It is just you gotta admit that it's not conventional. And it is very bizarre, and it can be very scary and intimidating for people that would not be familiar with it. You have to give people that. I mean, this is freaky.
Want to go.
But I can see that it may not be as chaotic as it initially seems.
Yield to cars already in the midst of the magic, then Brexit on the other side.
I wonder why this was built like this. Does anyone want to weigh in on why they decided to do this mess of a roundabout? I don't know. This was a great suggestion. This is cool. Dang it. I looked up if there was a webcam from the place, and there is not. Now, I think that is a shame because I would be watching that all the time. Okay, now to round out the video, we are looking at a drive, like a point of view drive through the Magic Roundabout in Swindon, okay? This will be linked down below as well. I think we're pulling up to it now, right? Yeah, we are. So you pull up, and you get two choices. You going left, or you going kind of bearing right, okay? Oh, boy, is this weird. Okay, then you get, are you going to follow the circle left? Are you going to go straight, or are you going to go right? Oh, this is crazy. It looks to be... see, I'm still learning details, too. So these are plain yellow plates on most of these vehicles. So that must be what they use in the UK, I imagine. Or most commonly, anyway. Okay, so a lot of sitting still. He's sitting still, waiting. How do people, determine who goes? Because I know this is not the same at all, but I know in the U.S., when you're at a four-way intersection that doesn't have stoplights telling you what to do, right? So if you're at a four-way intersection with stop signs, when you get there with other people at the same time, generally, hoping everyone is on the same page, which isn't always the case. If everyone's on the same page and drives correctly, then the person to your right goes first. So everyone, if you have no one to your right, then you're up, right? And the person to the left of you, you're on their right, they should let you go. Generally, that's how it goes. But, of course, people can easily mess that up as well. So you just got to err on the side of caution. Okay, so they followed that Land Rover. Oh, look they have cars on either side of them, too. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so then... I'm still not sure if I get this. Oh my God. Is he doing a complete run through of it and going back where he started? See, I actually lost where we were. I lost my bearings here. Look at that weird Citroen. Oh my God. Citroen. C1. That's a small car. That's a more modern car. I've been learning about their older vehicles. Okay, so he's going to go left here. I got to admit, it still looks chaotic, but it doesn't look nearly as mind-bending on the ground. It looks more mind-bending from the air, from the drone footage. Okay, so they are going there. So they're coming from somewhere where they have the right-of-way here. That makes sense. And then he merges in. They have to stop. I see. I think these markings have to do with it. These dotted markings there, I think means you better stop. These are weird. I've never seen lines that are staggered or zigzag like that. That is super weird. Anyone want to weigh in on why it's like that? That's a Euro Honda Civic, huh? That's different than ours. Okay, so then I believe he's exiting the roundabout. Now you saw that there are traffic signals on the edges of it. I don't know. I hope you guys got enjoyment out of that after watching an American just kind of like, what? I will admit that this is very interesting. It's very cool. It's bizarre. And I have no doubt that, most of the time it works very well. Of course, it's dependent on everyone doing what they're supposed to. I'm sure you always have bad drivers no matter where you are that can mess it all up. But generally, this is probably pretty safe and quite frankly efficient. The only things I have to say is in the beginning, he sat still for quite a while. So there must have been quite a lot of flow going on in front here. They had the right of way, of course. And I will also say that this would take, in my opinion, this would take quite a few attempts to know what's going on. I don't think, at least for me, this is something I could just go and get right the first time. It'd be pretty freaky and intimidating, if I'm being honest. But this was awesome. Very cool to see. I am really mind blown lately by just on the ground kind of streets and how things operate in traffic in everyday things like driving or walking or biking, whatever, in multiple places around Europe. I think it's super interesting, and I think I would appreciate many more oddities, suggestions, video ideas regarding things like this. I really love this. I did an amazing video on one of the steepest hills I've ever seen, and this was, of course, I believe it was Bristol in the UK. That video has done very well, and it's very fascinating. So the UK coming in strong with very fascinating traffic videos, right? I'm really loving it. So please throw a like in there if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community. I can't wait to hear your comments on this because I've gotten some amazing comments lately on our videos explaining their anecdotes and stories and suggestions. So really can't wait to see what you have to say on this one. And I know many of you were probably either screaming at the TV in this video or laughing, which I don't blame you. I would be laughing at myself too, trying to comprehend this mess of an intersection, or should I say roundabout. If I ever make my way to the 7-circle magic roundabout in Swindon, you can bet your rear I will be recording it, and fingers crossed I don't hit anyone. That's about it for this one, guys. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, y'all, stay safe out there. I'll catch you later.